There is no loss. Heavenletter number 5787. September 28, 2016. You don't want to make too much of what you may call signs. Let's say you lost a story you wrote, or you lost a chord of music you heard playing inside you. Is a loss meant to be lost for some unknown reason? Was the story meant not to see the light of day? Was the chord never to be heard? And then come the why questions, and you ponder more. Dear ones, you don't want to second-guess life. You don't need all the answers. It's perfectly fine to be without all the answers. Signs can become a preoccupation. You begin to wonder around the clock. So busy are you listening to signs from above that you divert yourself from living life right here on earth. Or, it could be said, you live life predominantly from a perspective of analysis, which is hardly the point of life. Why analyze your life away? In a sense, your life is what you think of it. What you think of your life is what you make of it. Oh, my goodness, there is no end to speculating on life and wondering what this means and that means, or what this could mean and what that could mean. With analysis, you wear yourself down to the ground. You may well make too much of that which does not bear making much of at all. In the instance of the lost story or a lost chord, the point is that it got lost, and you are to live life. You know, the best you can do is to take one step after another. With a story lost, you are left with other choices than when the written story is still available to you. There are always new chords left for you to discover. When you lose something important to you, no matter how important its meaning to you, you go on, one way or another. If you lose a horse you are riding, obviously you find another horse to ride. And then you get on the new horse. Or, you hitch a ride, or you walk. Is this tragic? In the case of a lost story, you decide either to try again and reconstitute it, or a new story starts to inspire you. What you are definitely not to do is to moan and groan about it. You are to move on. Progress. You could try to rewrite the story, yet the creative juices are gone. So then you go on with a new story. Or, you decided not to try to write the lost story from scratch. Later, you feel an impulse to give it a try again. So be it. When you lose a loved one, attached to the world as you are, you mourn in one way or another, and then, sooner or later, you get up from mourning. Get up from all the losses. Life traded you another experience from a former one. Even the loss of a dearly loved one makes room for something more for you. Beloveds, the sun is always shining somewhere. It is for you to find out where. I could say there are no losses ever, because you don't own anything in the first place. I will also reaffirm that, in the case of a loved one whose body dies, your beloved does not appear only in one room of your house. Your loved one will appear to you again in every room. When you are able to remember infinity, you are not limited to time. In infinity, timelessness exists. There are no minutes. There are no hours. There is no absence of anything at all. Absence, no matter how powerfully you may feel it, is an impossibility. You will be reunited. There is a double entendre regarding the concept of the past. I can say you and your loved one will be reunited. I can also say in truth that there never was a separation, except in your thoughts. You thought your thoughts were true, yet the premises your thoughts were based on were untrue. A physical presence went off stage. Souls touch infinitely. This is not an idea to scoff at. The physical is a beautiful expression of life. Enjoy your time in the physical world. Do not think that you did not ask for life in the world, for you most certainly did. Life in the world is not meant to be a pall for you. Watch your attitude toward life in the world. Now I would like to tell you something else to the point. Annoyances, irritation, pain, etc., are not possible without the physical. Without the physical, there is no pettiness. There is no getting angry. There is no feeling alone. Without the physical, there would be no habits. There would be no reliance on time. Without the physical, you would not age. Without the presence of earth, you would not even have the concept of unhappiness. Without the physical, what could annoy you? Without the physical, there would be no noses to blow, no tired feet, no fingernails to file. Without the physical, you would be in a different league. Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. Heavenletters.org